আসসালামু আলাইকুম। সানওয়ে অ্যাডমিশনের পক্ষ থেকে সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আশা করি আপনারা সবাই ভালো আছেন। আর আমাদের নিয়মিত যে সেশনগুলো ফেসবুকে আমরা চেষ্টা করতেছি সবাইকে বিভিন্ন ইউনিভার্সিটি সম্পর্কে জানানোর জন্য। আশা করি এই সেশনগুলো থেকে যথেষ্ট উপকার হচ্ছে, সবার ডিসিশন নিতে অনেক হেল্প হচ্ছে। সো আজকে আমাদের সঙ্গে আছেন ইউএস ইউনিভার্সিটি, আপনার সাউথ ইস্ট মিজোরি স্টেট ইউনিভার্সিটির ইন্টারন্যাশনাল রিক্রুটমেন্ট টিমের মিস্টার কেলভিন আমাদের সঙ্গে আছেন, এবং আমি আশা করি যে আজকে আমাদের এই সেশন থেকে সবাই মোটামুটি কিছু বেসিক ইনফরমেশন পেয়ে যাবেন। বেসিক্যালি আমরা চেষ্টা করব আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটি কি কি প্রোগ্রামস অফার করতেছে এবং ওরা কি কি অ্যাডমিশন রিকোয়ারমেন্টস মেনটেন করতেছে, ওদের টিউশন ফিস কেমন, এবং নেক্সট কখন ইনটেক গুলো শুরু হতে পারে। তো এই বিষয়গুলো নিয়ে আমরা বেসিক্যালি জানার চেষ্টা করব। সো আমরা দেরি না করে আমাদের গেস্টের সঙ্গে আপনাদেরকে পরিচয় করে দিই। সো মিস্টার কেলভিন, ওয়েলকাম টু আওয়ার লাইভ সেশন টুডে।
Thank you very much, Asad. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, Kelvin, just tell us about our university.
Well, so we are Southeast Missouri State University. We're a medium-sized public university set in the Midwestern part of the U.S. We're right on the banks of the Mississippi River. We're about a 1.5-hour drive from the city of St. Louis, about a 5-hour drive from Chicago, about 4 hours from Nashville. Vibrant community, a lot of different things going on here. We were recently named the most beautiful city in the state of Missouri. We've got an old campus that was established in 1873, so we've been around for a long time. And rolling hills and trees and the Mississippi River, we're very much what a Midwestern U.S. public university looks like. Exceptional environment, great facilities. 90% of our professors have terminal degrees, and only 1% of all the courses that we offer have more than 50 seats in them. So that means that all of our students, when they come in as first-year undergraduates or graduate students, have a lot of great attention from our qualified faculty members, lots of great opportunities to develop leadership skills, research, internship, great career services. And I think that one of the things that I always point out to international students, when you're looking at different options in the US, you can pay a lot more for a bigger name or for a big city, but you can come here and be what we call like a big fish in a small body of water, where you get noticed, where you get all kinds of opportunities, and you can be the big person on campus with a lot of great attention and support. So that's just a quick introduction. We've got about 12,000 students total, and around 500 international students from approximately, I want to say 60 different countries, including Bangladesh is maybe our top 5 population of students. We have about 90 students from Bangladesh. No, actually closer to 75 Bangladeshi students right now.
Wow, that sounds great. So if you tell us something about the programs for bachelor and masters, that would be nice. Yeah.
Sure. So we have over 200 different degree programs to choose from on the bachelor's and the master's sides. Again, we're a comprehensive public institution. So we have, pretty much any program you might be interested in. I would say the only area that we don't have is specialized engineering programs. Like if you wanted to be civil engineering or petroleum engineering, we don't have programs like that, but just about everything else. Our business college is AACSB accredited, so great programs in business. We have computer science, cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a very, very hot field right now. We are one of only 4 programs in all of the U.S. to have ABET accreditation in cybersecurity. We just opened the cybersecurity range and an institute for cybersecurity. We're approved by the NSA. A lot of attention right now. And if you're talking about jobs, cybersecurity is an area where there's a great demand for employment at the bachelor's level and the graduate level. So we also have an arts college for people who are interested in the arts. And I always caution people to not think about, I'm not going to send my kid to an arts program because they have to be a famous actor or musician or something to have a career. That is absolutely not the case. With the internet now, with media being the way that it is, there are careers all over the place in the arts. And to get a high-level arts education at an institution like ours is very, very rare. The cost is very low, and all of those programs have an emphasis on careers in the arts. So don't just think about it in terms of performance, I have to be a movie star or things like that. There are viable, lucrative careers all over in the field of arts, no matter where you are in the world. So again, 200 different programs. We have just about anything that a student might want.
Yeah, that sounds great. So now you just tell us that what is the admission requirements, like especially all the students wants to know about the English proficiency requirements.
Okay, it's a little bit different on the bachelor's / undergraduate side than it is the master's side. For an undergraduate bachelor's degree applicant to be admitted, they have to have a 5.5 on the IELTS or a 61 on the internet-based TOEFL or a 90 on the Duolingo test. We accept each of those tests as a means of English proficiency. In terms of the marks or the grades that you have to have from your secondary school, on the US 4.0 scale, you need at least a 2.5 GPA to qualify for scholarships. It's possible to be admitted with less than a 2.5, but you're not going to get any financial aid for that. And then the international admissions process anywhere in the US, you'd have to demonstrate proof of finances. You have to be able to support yourself while you're in the US. You're allowed to work on campus up to 20 hours per week. That's good for giving you pocket money for personal expenses and entertainment and things like that. It's not enough to pay for your rent and your tuition and things like that. So we need to see, and the US Embassy needs to see proof of finances in order to be admitted and to get your visa. On the graduate side, it's generally a 6.0 on the IELTS, 105 on the Duolingo, or a 79 on the TOEFL. And generally, it's going to require a 3.0 GPA for admission into most graduate programs. But there's variations from program to program.
Yeah, that sounds great. So when our next intake will be started?
Well, we do have 3 different intakes throughout the course of the year. The main academic intakes are in August. That's the fall semester. And in the US, the fall is considered the beginning of the academic year. That's a really good time to start because very strong orientation. Everything is new. All the students are new. A lot of new energy and things like that. But we also have a January intake. That's the beginning of our spring semester. And we do have some summer intakes for students who are taking English as a second language courses. So we have an accredited ESL program that's for academic purposes. It's not, even if you have a 5.5 on the IELTS, this ESL program prepares students for success in the classroom. So I was talking to Mr. Asad earlier that the US higher education system, when you come to take classes here, it's not lecture-based. You will not just sit in a classroom and listen to a professor talk and take notes and come and take a test. It's group presentations, it's small classroom discussions, it's speeches, it's online reading and writing. There's lots of different skills that aren't necessarily tested in the IELTS that you need to be successful as a student. So some of our students who come in the summertime, even if they've got a 5.5, even if they've already been admitted, can take some English for academic purposes courses to learn the English a little bit better, to use it a little bit better, and to be better prepared for success as it pertains to classes and being a successful student down the road.
Yeah, that sounds great. So thank you, Kelvin, to share all the details about the programs, especially the requirements and everything shortly. But I think all the students who are watching now, so they got a very clear concept from the session. So I just request all of the students, if you need any more information, please contact with us. And thank you again, Kelvin, to join the session.
You're welcome. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. And again, I would strongly recommend people to look up Southeast Missouri State University on YouTube. And there's lots of videos out there. You get a really good sense of our place. And the last thing that I would like to point out, too, that makes us unique is the president of our university, Dr. Carlos Vargas. He came to the United States as an international student himself. It's
Wow.
very, very rare to have the president of a public university who was an international student. And why that's important to you is being an international student in the US is challenging. You leave your home, you leave your language, you leave your culture. It's hard to get the food that you're used to. And there are challenges as part of being an international student. But when you have the president of a university who understands firsthand what that experience is like, you can be sure that this university has the support pieces in place, all of the different things to make sure that you're recognized and supportive and that you can be successful. Southeast does an excellent job of making sure that international students are valued pieces of our entire educational community. So you get a lot of support, you get a lot of opportunities to serve as an ambassador to your home country, and it's really a place that's safe and welcome and affordable.
Wow. Sounds good. So thank you Kelvin. সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ আমাদের এই সেশনে থাকার জন্য। আর আমি মনে করি যে আমাদের এই সেশন থেকে সবাই বেসিক কিছু কনসেপ্ট পেয়ে গেছেন যে আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটির অ্যাডমিশন রিকোয়ারমেন্ট প্রোগ্রামস এবং নেক্সট ইনটেক কখন। সো আজকে এই পর্যন্তই, সবাই ভালো থাকবেন। আল্লাহ হাফেজ। So thank you Kelvin to join the session. I hope you will join again next time with a different topic. So take care. Have a good day.
Anytime. Thank you for the opportunity.